Pisces, I'm here for another reading for you today, so feel free to take in a deep breath and connect with that inner source of yours so you could know what parts of this reading may be for you. Now, the reading is going to be general and timeless. You could have Pisces anywhere in your birth chart, so just take what resonates with you. But if you would like a personal reading, a private session with me, Akashic Records, or to join our Venusian Temple Activation and Workshop to reclaim your personal Venus codes, feel free to check out the box below. It has my website, 144bluerosetemple.com, my email, and our Patreon. And just as always, thank you for being here today. If my energy or my readings resonate with you, feel free to subscribe, go click on that notification bell, and go like that like button so the rest of the Pisces and ancient souls can find us. Pisces, I know you don't want to hear this. Patience. Patience over here. There's something that's requiring patience. Now, what I will say is, I saw like a vision of, you could see it as like the river or Red Sea parting and something being delivered to you. There's something about being patient and like the star card having hope, faith, and trust, which whenever you're watching this, it can be for you. You could be seeing the number 111, and that could mean that this reading is for you. But eclipse season is like dancing. It's pivoting with the lower timelines and the higher timelines. Now, why do we have Baba Yaga, patience for Pisces? Yes, confirmation of what I just said, where it's actually all happening for you, Pisces. Whatever Pisces it is that I'm reading for right now, or that resonates with this, there's some sort of message here of just don't, wherever reality is currently for you, whatever's coming in is truly going to be in confirmation where her hands are like similar. It's going to be parting like the Red Sea, the rivers, whatever it is for you. I'm seeing like a parting of the sea and something being delivered to you. So there's something about patience here, but also in the midst of your waiting, there's like this message of don't feel like you are waiting. As soon as I say that, someone does join the Venusian Temple Workshop, right? Don't feel like you are waiting, because something is going to be delivered to you and quicker than you think. It's going to manifest for you, Pisces. This says love and acceptance. Love is yours. Now, for some of you, it could be some sort of gift of love. Venusian energy, right? Venusian energy, you know, it is relationships, it's sacred wealth, it's everything to do with Venus, right? So whatever this is for you, it could be tangible or non-tangible. And it says choose loving thoughts, recognize your divine worth. There's a need for you to do not base your potential, do not base like what's coming in for you or what's about to manifest for you based on what's going on in your life right now. It feels like whatever this is, Pisces, it would hit kind of like a tower card. Now, I will say eclipse season is always a tower card. Like the tower card is eclipse season, where it's releases, it's also receiving. For Pisces, why do we have Baba Yaga, patience, and love and acceptance? Fairies, a lot of fairy energy in the collective. We do have prophecy as well, so confirmation of the water over here. Growth, expansion of flowering. Okay, something is going to happen for you, Pisces. You know, and just like I'm thinking of like the transition from winter to spring, which we're reading this in the fall time. However, you know, like when it's winter and it's like turning into spring, but then all of a sudden those daffodils, those tulips are like coming out of nowhere. That's what's going to happen for you. And for some of you, maybe you resonate with yellow flowers over here. I'm going to grab actually from this deck for Pisces. For Pisces, why do we have Baba Yaga, patience, hope, love, and acceptance, and fairy energy? We have Shiva, rose lineage, Guru Gula, and I was feeling the Guru Gula energy with the release to receive. We have rose lineage. So the rose lineage can also resonate with you. And we do have Shiva. Now, whenever I see the Shiva card, I think of the Om, right? The Om of the universe. And when you're in the Om, right? Or even maybe some of you, you chant Om. When you do, or even Guru Gula. But when we chant the Om, it turns off the noise. You come home to the Tenemos mind or heart. I'm telling you, collective, these fairy energies, there's nothing, there's no like, you know how like sometimes in the light, like you could see the little dust, you could see incense. There's nothing here. So for some of you, again, the Om can resonate with you, or maybe you are just being called to Om it out because things are truly working out for you. And then rose lineage may also resonate with you, or even like flowers. I mean, there's flowers all over this reading. So flowers, roses, whatever resonates with you. Now, Kurokula, when you chant the Kurokula mantra, so feel free to also just look up these mantras on Google. The Kurokula mantra will attract everything that is soul aligned, right? It also repels negativity at the same time. It brings in what is soul aligned. And they say nothing more, nothing less than what's already in alignment on a soul level. Now, let's get some cards for your Pisces. Why do we have Shiva, Kurokula, Rose Lineage, Baba Yaga, Patience, Fairy Energy, Growth, Expansion of Flowering, Love is Yours, Recognize Your Divine Worth, and Choose Loving Thoughts? Why do we have Shiva, Kurokula, Fairy Energy, Growth, Expansion of Flowering, Rose Lineage, Baba Yaga, Patience, Love and Acceptance, Choose Loving Thoughts? Why Five of Pentacles with the Three of Wands here for the collective, and why the Death card? There's a need for you to, Pisces, duality, right? For some of you, do the Om, chant that Om. Look at that 10 of Pentacles, Pisces. What you don't see is this. However, what you do see is like Five of Pentacles, duality, right? Life is the mystery school, and you are an initiate of God, of Goddess. Life is mystery schooling right now for you, Pisces. So activate that inner high priest or high priestess card within your soul, within your heart. What I see, Pisces, is whatever's going on in your life right now, it is asking you to step out of the duality mind and to step into the Tenemos, the ancient mind, which is the heart. The Tenemos mind in the temples of Isis, Set, refers to the heart mind. So does the Om, right? The universal mind. As we release the noise, what no longer serves you, or maybe not even your own thought forms, right? What is not of your own truth, etc. Pisces, this reading is saying to not be in duality consciousness at this time. Duality can teach us, right? However, it only should bring you to the heart. And what I do see here, Pisces, is it actually all works out for you in the midst of what may be a Five of Pentacles, a Death card. For Pisces, why the Five of Pentacles here? With the Emperor card and the Five of Pentacles, what's coming through is releasing control of whatever it is that's happening right now. I was at the world, right? It's Pisces, it's the Pisces North Node. Whenever you're watching this, it can be for you. We do have a Pisces North Node. What is that going to do? It's actually going to amplify duality in the world. And I'm just actually channeling this, and this feels more like Gaia, like Pachamama, Sophia Christos energy of, well, how else will humanity, the world, evolve? Through the law of correspondence, where your reality is a mirror. And so if there is increased duality in the collective, it forces us to evolve. It forces us to come home to the heart. And what I see here is, Pisces, what you feel like is a lot of adversity or the end, it's actually not the end. For Pisces, why do we have the Three of Wands here? Ace of Swords. And then why the Death card here? Why the Six of Swords here? Law of correspondence. Feel free to go look up the the universal laws. We do have Four Swords here, Pisces. Hold that sword. You have a sword for a reason, and that's everybody. You have a sword of universal truth. And I said that very easily. For some of you, you just have a sword of truth, right? The Hermit card over here. I do see, Pisces, whatever, now this is like more collective energy, where this truly is, like what's going on in the collective. We got Three of Pentacles, teamwork, Pisces. There's something over here where you may get some sort of opportunity, right? Like throughout all of this. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Scorpio energy, Aries energy here. The Emperor card, the Five of Pentacles. What happens, Pisces, when you're going through temporary difficulty, negative changes in one's life? It forces you to Shiva, right? The Om, release control, drop into the heart, the universal heart or the universal mind. Ace of Swords, the Three of Wands over here. You know, for some of you, now you may be traveling. There's something about travel here, so take what resonates. It could also be expansion with the Three of Wands energy. How does this reward for your hard work come in? Because it does say reward for hard work. It comes in through you releasing, and that's the Guru Gula energy. Feel free to go on Google. Guru Gula is like she's the diva of the like Hindu gods and goddesses, okay? Guru Gula over here. However, when you chant her mantra, yes, like enchanting as far as magnetism, kind of the Venusian energy, right? We're going to talk about that in the Venusian workshop, so maybe we'll add in her mantra there. Feel free to join us. 144 as I say that. It's on October 18th. It's only 55 USD, so feel free to join us. But go Google Guru Gula mantra. It's spelled like this, Guru Gula. This mantra, you're really only calling in what's on a soul level. Nothing more, nothing less. It's also a protective mantra. Now we have King of Pentacles, the Death card here. Ace of Wands, the Six of Swords. Death card, King of Pentacles, but it says security, right? Law of correspondence, if we think of just like even New Earth Ascension, right? Like the organic New Earth Ascension timeline. Whatever's happening in your outer reality, it asks you to come back within. King of Pentacles here. So in this world, right, this is the year of the serpent, the snake. What does that mean? The year of the serpent, right? The Kundalini awakens at the root. That's the root of security, of safety, but also of fear. When there's duality, Pisces, can you still feel safe? When there is duality happening in your world, in the world, can you still feel safe and secure in your soul truth? Because actually, like you Pisces, you are a chosen one. Release to receive, release to receive. It comes in, it works out right away. What I'm also hearing is Pisces, you know how energy works. You are an ancient one. You are a walking alchemist, Pisces. If any other sign, especially you Pisces with that 12th house energy, you are a walking alchemist. And it's not to say that you will be exempt from duality. However, I'm here like you've got the codes, you've got the keys, you have got the ancient wisdom, the soul remembrance. They tried to oppress and suppress the fact that you are a multidimensional being so that you would not remember this in these times of evolution and awakening. Pisces, I do see that there are systems without of you, programs, etc. Again, like the law of correspondence, so within, so without, it triggers the inner security, the inner safety of what you may thought was secure, right? So like say, for example, maybe finances. Say, for example, a relationship that you've had for many years. Even things with family, etc. We're not meant to hold on to anything. And what I do see here again is like King of Pentacles, Death card. It actually turns to an Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. So it does turn into a new beginning. Ace of Wands, your power. We have the Six of Swords. You get through whatever that this is over here. It works out for you. All right, feel free to put it in the comments below. Everything works out for me. Why Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords here? The Sun card, Pisces. Put it in the, I almost said the box below. Put it in the comments below. Everything works out for me. I am a chosen one. I am a chosen one. Therefore, everything works out for me. All right, Knight of Wands over here, passion. Confirmation, Pisces. You know, where, again, there are going to be a lot of changes in this world. Right? There are going to be a lot of changes in our inner worlds, in our outer worlds, in all programs, all systems. We are all here in the first 20 to 50 years of Pluto and Aquarius, which is quite literally the most chaotic time, right, of this Pluto shift. It's understanding that, right? We are multidimensional beings. Many of you watching me, you reincarnate during every evolution and revolution because you will remember who you are. You will reclaim your multidimensional codes and keys to navigate this time, 144,000. Well, as soon as I say 144, and lead the way. And what do I mean by lead the way? By leading with your heart and your soul, perhaps of a truth that you can't quite see, but it proves itself every time. And that's what I see for you, Pisces. You do get through this. But Spirit's saying, hey, Pisces, you step out of that duality mind. Come home to the Tenemos mind, the ancient mind. All right, but you end off with the Sun card, all right? So I do see you happy. Whatever changes you're going through, Pisces, it truly is all going to work out for you. Ace of Wands, Six of Swords, moving to... Funny, I said the river's parting, right? Moving to calmer waters. Over here. Those rivers will part for you, Pisces. Ace of Wands and the Sun card. So that's what I have for you. I hope that it resonates. I'm going to grab some cards of advice. What is some advice for Pisces for this reading? Pisces, whatever changes you're going through, and what Spirit is saying is, you know, anything that you cling to, relationships, right? Programs, systems. Four of Cups here. Four of Pentacles. So you can also be seeing the number 444. Minding the mind. And that's what I'm seeing. Because Four of Cups is like apathy. Of like, oh, nothing's going to work out for me. Everything in the world is just happening. And no, it is your birthright. You are a chosen one, Pisces. You are an ancient one. It is your birthright to have joy, to thrive during these times. All right. And the chosen ones, the anointed ones, people are going to look at their lives and like, how are they still shining in this, the way the world is today, right? How are they thriving? How are they this or that? They're multidimensional remembrance. All right, Pisces, you will thrive during this time. I'm going to grab some cards of advice. Some more cards of advice. What are some more cards of advice for Pisces? Someone's thinking about you. Oh. Someone wants to... No, either someone's journaling about you, Pisces. Someone might be journaling about you. Oh, no, they're not journaling. You have a key over here. Pisces, there's someone who's like thinking about you. They're kind of realizing you have a key. With the key over here. All right, the thinking man and then strategy over here. You may get a message, Pisces. Someone may reach out to you. Whenever I see feathers, I always think of like the messenger or messages. For Pisces, what is some more advice? What is some advice for Pisces? The divine director, divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided over here. Happiness is your purpose. All right. And I always say that, you know, it's the frequency that you hold and then you have a calling. And you have soul flame over here. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Radha. Experience relationship harmony and healing. You know, so for some of you, there definitely could be relationship harmony and healing over here. And, you know, again, this is reclaiming, right, that multidimensional remembrance with rediscovering a lost part of yourself. All right, I'm going to grab 2 more cards. What was another message of advice for Pisces? Guan Yin, kindness and nurturing. Yeah, confirmation, you know, coming home to the heart over here. But this, you know, this message, Pisces, is basically saying, you know, your outer reality, you know, and again, I think this is just the world in general. We're in the year of the serpent, the year of the snake. What is this meant to do? It is meant to clear out. And how does one clear things out? Sometimes it's through the triggers. It's through this or that. And I think of Kalima, you know, where like she presses on the wound, but only for ultimate liberation. All right, I'm going to grab just a few more cards over here. We do have a gift is coming from this. What are some final messages? You call back your energy. What are some final messages for Pisces? Medicine man or woman, blessings, your devotion is recognized. All right, I got to like redo these cards too, Pisces. We got to get maybe some colored cards over here. Medicine man or woman. And then we do have blessings. You know, some of you may be a medicine man or woman. You know, maybe it's also just following like your spiritual journey, your spiritual path. You have blessings coming in, Pisces. We do have fame and fortune here, whatever that may mean for you. It's also just knowing that you will thrive during this time, Pisces. And again, your devotion, it's recognized over here. All right. And for some of you, it's like just the devotion to truth, the devotion of the non-duality, right? Not falling into duality, understanding how energy works. Now, like even with the Om, right? Like when I hear or say the Om, I see like matter, particles, things like that, you know, Pisces. So just remember that you have more, I kind of want to say you have more power over your reality than you think you do, but what kind of is like coming through here, Pisces, is like it is the release of control actually that gives you the power over your reality. All right, and that's what I have for you. I hope that it resonates in a positive way. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.